Start the recording.
Yep, start the recording, start the fantasy music, blah blah blah, yada yada.
Etc. Etc. Etc.
Let the chaos begin.
Well, as you kind of go into the throne room to talk to the queen, there is a bit of chaos going. As y'all walk up to talk to the queen, you see this massive crowd hanging on the footsteps to the throne room, and people shouting what looks to be to the queen.
Too late to leave a letter?
I think we came at a bad time.
Not for as much as I want to agree with you, I think that would be a bad idea. Again, I want to do that right now, but it's like, we gotta help. And he's whispered that to Nephrite.
Okay. Kira, you mind taking the lead since you know the queen?
I do. Sorry about that, Liege. I did not mean to accidentally move you.
Yoink.
And as you get closer to the group of people, the voices start to become clearer. How can they do this? We're not going to be safe. Leave the well we know so well to go back to our war zone? And the queen said, let me assure you, we will be safe. For too long, we've come to this place as our home, but don't forget that we came here as guests, seeking shelter, and now we squandered it. Now is the time, and soon we will be returning to the mortal realm. It is quite frankly high time we return. We abandoned the world. Let's not abandon it any longer in its time of need. Our history is going to see us as cowards. But our children know nothing else. This is their home. These strangers have no right to do it. This is not the stranger's fault. This is the will of Mistra herself, our god of this place, our protector. She feels it's high time we return and help aid the world. And that is what we shall do. I will make the proclamation tomorrow to the public. For now, you're all dismissed, and make yourselves ready. And you hear a couple of grumbles, and you see a couple of nasty looks from people as they go down and prepare for whatever's to come. And you see the queen visibly exhausted. That could have gone better. I see you all out there. You may approach. As you just saw, I informed the council of what's going to be happening to Greymore. As you saw, not all of them took it well.
Do they ever?
I was looking for a more dignified way of saying that, Holnir.
Or is he wrong?
Bah! The greybeards back home do the same thing. Tradition this, honor that. Grudges thrown willy-nilly. Bah!
Let's focus now, though, Holnir. Sorry for getting
It
you
is-
distracted. It's my fault.
It is not exactly a term of grudges. It's a term of fear. Everyone here has been living in the lair of safety for almost 100 years. Of course they'd be scared to leave the safety of the nest. In fact, I was too before Mr. and Kira talked with me.
Felt it polite to at least let you know that we were leaving it.
You came here to inform me that you were leaving.
Officially, yes.
To be honest, I never expected such an act of generosity before. I personally thought you'd be gone by morning.
It was tempting to leave you a letter, but we discussed it over and came to the conclusion that it was more polite to say goodbye in person. It would be appreciated if you inform the outer guards of your approval of us departing.
Yes. In fact, Kira, the portals underneath Greymore should still be working. I will I will give you my seal of approval to use those portals to return home. Provided, if you can help me on one simple thing. What's that, Your Majesty? I need to give someone an audience, and quite frankly, I'm scared. I would appreciate it if all of you accompanied me.
Certainly.
Alright then, follow me as she takes you up the tree into a small balcony area overlooking the bit of the Feywilds. And then you see her grabbing something on her belt like a horn and blowing it, but it doesn't make a horn sound. It makes sort of like a bird call. And then you all see lights coming out of the forest. If I can. see what looks. Pardon?
I think you're just echoing off of somebody.
Echoing? Hello?
Stop now. It stopped.
Okay. You see what looks to be these fairies holding lanterns, guiding the way of little fairy pixies. And then you see what looks to be a bud of a rose coming towards all of you, growing bigger and bigger. And you can see by the two moons this dew on the rose like jewels, until it opens up and you see this.
Ooh.
Victor, we are in trouble.
Yeah, I remember her nickname because of Eliora, because she based her campaign around the Feywild. Tia? I'm saying that out of character, I'm not saying that in character. But
And
is that Tia?
Well, I think the proper terminology would be Titania. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
There we go, Titania.
yeah, that's the one.
The only reason I remember that is because of,
Titania.
the only reason I remember it the way I do is fairy tale. That's all I'll say.
Yes. The true pronunciation is Titania.
Titania, thank you.
Well, for this campaign, it's Tatiana.
Okay.
As
Moving on.
the queen bows to her. It has been a very long time, Tatiana. It has. I can see your colony is thriving. I hope my children aren't causing too much trouble around your base. No, Your Majesty. I should know, given how your kind and my kind, interact so little. And yet, you called me here. Why? I should have thought I gave you a report of what is to happen to Greymore. I see. And you see this giant fairy look behind. No, sorry, look forward at all of you. And I was not aware we would have such colorful audience. So how are you all reacting to seeing this giant rose-like queen?
Bowing in respect.
And I'm gonna follow
Do not
suit.
mess with the Fey Queen.
Yep, bowing in respect.
All there is just a little just watching befuddled at the colorful person.
Meanwhile, Echo is trying to jump with joy.
Yes, Queen, Queen, Queen! Yeah, wait a second. Who's holding Echo? Is it Ogman or Alish?
Yes.
We hear ya.
We hear ya.
Not me, like test the echo from me.
Elige is probably holding echo, and he salutes the Fey Queen.
My. You must be the group of adventurers some of my children have talked about. I certainly hope they didn't give you too much trouble.
There weren't any trouble at all, Your Highness.
You see a warm smile on her face. You may rise and relax. Did we lose someone?
No, that was just me unmuting.
Ah. Sorry, hard to tell on this end.
That's okay.
But the question, Your Majesty, why would they need to be here? Because they are a big part of what's to happen to Greymoor. It seems that the magic holding us here will soon fade, and we will return back to the mortal realm. Greymoor itself, the ivory tower amongst the flowers, is returning back to its own garden. Yes, Your Majesty. And I wanted to thank you for housing our home for as long as you did. I knew we intrude, but you and your people have made us feel welcomed, and we shun ourselves behind closed doors. I can't tell you how sorry I am. And may I enter? Yes, Your Majesty. Do not be so coy, Your Highness. You're like a scared child looking for a mother's embrace from the harsh wolves. And as long as you didn't threaten my people, there were no qualms between us. No harsh words, no weapons. Just a community that barred itself from safe walls. But it seems that these people behind you have given you a chance to grow. And to return to your home. If I am understanding the situation correctly. Indeed, Your Majesty. Then I implore you to take as much time as you need to prepare yourself for your journey home. And no matter what happens, just as long as you have a good heart and a funny sense of humor, the Feywild will always open its doors to those in need. Thank you, Your Majesty. You're very welcome. And all of you, it is good to meet ones who have made my children so happy. Anything you guys like to say?
I am Glad to have met some of your people.
At least you feel a wiggle coming from Echo, and it looks like he's pointing towards the Queen.
Oh, it looks like someone would like your attention.
You see this tall, towering woman come closer and kneel down to your hand. And Echo is sort of dancing in this sign language to talk to the Queen. I see. You've been very helpful for this group. But you feel that before you go, you wanted to go with them, but do not feel adequate to help them in their world as you did here. She looks to the group.
It is true that the little one would find it difficult in our world. There are not many that would recognize him as a friend.
Friend?
And
Friends. Because you are his friend, he still wants to help, but doesn't know if he can in your world.
I do not know if he would be able to help either. The effects of this realm are few and scattered. And the sickness that threatens the world spreads.
Yes. I am aware of this sickness.
We are doing everything that we can to stop the sickness.
I know.
But we know that it will not be even more, ever increasingly difficult as we proceed.
I know. But all of you are on the right path to curing the sickness.
So it is best that this one stays here in your realm and helps those that he can when he can.
I agree. Is that what?
Please will hold up Echo toward her.
If you can't tell, Echo is making a bawling face almost at the break of tears at the thought of saying goodbye to all of you.
Yeah,
We know.
a goodbye is never the end. Don't you fret, little one.
As long as
A
you
goodbye
remember.
is a goodbye is almost always a promise to see one again.
See one again?
If possible. So now you can go and see if you can make more friends.
Friends. Poor little one. You've been alone in that woods for so long. I'll take you somewhere where you can make lots of new friends. Friends? Friends. The queen holds out her hand for Echo to be put on.
Please roll. Put Echo on her hand. Slowly but gently let go.
Echo turns to face all of you, nearly tears in his eyes as he waves goodbye.
Each will wave back.
So will Holnir.
Kira too, while holding on to her cat. I wish you all the best of luck on your journey ahead. But before you go, a little gift. As a bit of relief for the journey comes. As she waves out her wand, and you see what looks to be a green orb with a shimmer of yellow dancing on it, being put into a bag that is made of, looks like banana leaves. And it gently floats to, I'm just gonna roll the die for this one. It floats to null.
Thank you. What is this?
A little bit of help for when you are down so low.
Hey, I'll look inside the bag.
Don't open it until your greatest time of need.
Oh, okay. So, look among the group. I guess that means when we gotta deal with Celius, or at the bravest, when we deal with the king.
I think the king will be difficult, but I think our greatest challenge is going to be the order.
Point. Long term.
With that, I wish you all safe travels. And don't forget your promise to the little one. As she flies off, back into the Feywild woods with Echo in hand. And soon all the pixies and disappear into the dusk of twilight. Thank you all for coming up here. It is not easy to talk to the Fey Queen with all the rules and strict traditions they hold. A simple mistake can mean a great insult.
Reminds me of home.
Here is my seal to use the portals to return home. Do you remember where they are? I do, Your Majesty. Then may I make a suggestion that you leave now, before anyone from the council might do something they might regret in order to stay here.
Sounds like a good idea.
Agreed.
We can rest when we get out.
Yep.
Alright. Yasmin will help you when you reach the portal room. And with that, I will bid you farewell and good luck.
Best of luck to you as well. It will not be easy once you get to the real world. Not only will you have to deal with your own people being upset, but also the reactions of everyone nearby to your reappearance.
As long as you can secure our alliance with the cities that you trust, I think it'll make it an easier time for all of us. Alright. And so with Kira's instructions, you all head off of the balcony with the queen giving us hopeful but sad sigh as you leave. And you journey down the Greymore tree trunk to the very bottom. And you go in a different direction than you did going to the theater. As you go right here.
I regret nothing with my side joke.
Side joke? Ah.
Side by joke.
Augment Drips was starting to leave, laughing as he's getting up and seeing his shoes tied together and fixing them after seeing this. A little gift from Echo, apparently.
Yes.
Makes me glad I don't wear shoes.
Makes me glad I wear boots.
Yeah. You see Yasmin going around. So, all of you are going home, huh?
Sadly, yes.
Aw, and I was starting to like you people.
Appreciated.
Oh, and by the way, there's someone here that caught wind of what you guys were saying and is wondering if she can come along too.
Hmm?
Who?
Owen is terrified to ask because he's... Okay, whew.
I believe that's Luna.
It is Luna. You guys only met in the trial and then got separated for a good long while.
Yeah. I was actually hoping... I didn't realize you wanted... You were the one who wanted to come with us. If that wasn't the case, I was wanting to tell them to pass on a message to you that I wish we had time to talk, but... Is it about Alex?
Yes, and I'm definitely worried about him, but if you said that the dragon is gone, then that gives me more of a relief to go home. If the dragon was still there, then I would be fighting tooth and nail to stay here.
I think I still got. Ah, yes.
Got what? Got what?
Holnir pulls out the obsidian scale from his bag.
Okay, you still have the evidence, yes. I was about to say, if you still had any of Borgrim's wrath, don't use it on a nice woman.
Why would I? I may be a dwarf, but I'm still civilized. This may help convince you a little more. A scale I hacked off the mighty beastie's neck.
She looks at it with awe in her face, but also a huge relief. Like, almost like her dreams have been answered at this. So it's true. We're finally free. She turns to Null.
Yeah. I wish it had been me to have laid it in, but sometime, I was satisfied enough to do it before he transformed. I'm honored that Holnir was able to help me get the job done.
I still wanted his head. Would have been a nice mantelpiece back home in the keep.
How would you have
That head would have been... Yeah,
bigger than
and
you?
also the head would have been pretty too big to fit in the room.
On top of that, it would have been noticeable. We would have been a walking target for Celius.
I'm talking about back home in Philcaldur. We dwarves eat stuff like that. I'm not talking about actually eating them. We love it. Well, you
We
get
love
what I'm
treasures.
saying.
Yeah,
We love
trophies.
treasures and trophies.
Anyway, so I think we should get a move on because we have things to do.
Would you like the
We
scale?
have,
Yeah, I definitely deserve that, Kira.
we have
Hey.
things to do, people to see, and battles to fight. So, Null, this is 100% on you. Do you want your lovely friend to come with us, or do you want her to hit the bricks? Because if you tell her to hit the bricks, I'm going to hit you upside the head.
Of course she can come with us. More the merrier, and she deserves to find her brother. That's
Not
what he
just-
is.
Not just my brother. everyone else.
Did you tell her, or do you want me to tell her?
You don't say a godforsaken thing.
I mean, just does the zips his lips motion.
What?
We can't trust you with sensitive information after the last piece of information that we tried to save.
Tell me what? No.
Quick out of character, what was the information?
We already found the others.
That and some of them are either arrested by Celius or currently in Boss's prison because of the ball stuff.
Well, they're out of the influence now, so what party agreement, is it okay to tell her? What's
This is your information.
Let's get back to the mental plane before we talk about this.
Exactamente.
We'll get to it. Luna will discuss it once we get through the portal. When we all agree to that, it's okay.
Okay. Yasmin kind of claps her hands going, alright, family reunion. Big question then. Which portal would you like to go through?
Oh, we have choices. Giddy.
Yep. Well, we try to send our scouts to different corners of the world. To figure out what's been going on in the world, so we try to have openings in every area. Unfortunately, the one over here, this area, it's closed off because, well, that was the portal Aerith and her group went through, and they got captured, so we closed that portal down. So, no going to the desert city on this one.
Do you have one
Great,
by
I
boss?
can't go home.
You have one near boss.
Boss. Let me think. Oh yeah, the Stone City. In the mountains. Yep, it is. This one right here.
Alright.
If that's the one that...
What about
the one top...
Mirwood?
Mirwood, that would be the, bottom right one. That will lead you closer to Mirwood, and the one above that will lead you to the beach city of Ryberry.
Oh,
Let's get back to the ball.
Yeah, that sounds like. As much as I want to reconvene with Lorelei, it's best we save that for later.
Oh, you met Lorelei? Oh
Yeah.
Told me that earlier.
Yeah. Did I mention that we're engaged now?
No, you're not.
You may torture him at your leisure for information later.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Once you head to the tree, I'll activate the orb. That'll activate the portal. After that, you got 30 seconds to go through.
Okay, which tree goes to Valcaldor again?
I think boss.
You mean boss?
Yes, which tree goes to the boss?
This one up
This
here.
one?
Okay.
Yep.
Well, VNF, right? In the words of one guild member that I hold near and dear to my heart, last one to boss is a rotten egg.
So these will look at Kira with a raised eyebrow and a significant glance at her. And proceed to go toward the tree.
Alright, you folks ready?
Y'all ready to go home?
Yep.
Like it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get started.
And with that, she activates the portal. And you guys go through the tree. And unlike before when you traveled by tree, you are mainly brought upwards, like almost a voice elevating you to go higher and higher through this void of stars and dust light. Till you come into a light that opens wider and wider and shots you out into an area that is different than what you've been through before.
Well, now that we're back in the material plane, I think there's one thing we all need to do. And that would be to contact our good friend, the wizard. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'd like to get where we know where we are before we try to contact anyone.
Good.
I am getting the map.
Well, map.
Because we should be somewhere close to boss. So
Probably
just
the
map on
northwest.
hand.
Yep, northwest Elmore, probably.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yep.
Off we go.
Do we even know where we're going?
That's the fun part about adventuring.
You can see Luna kind of wobbles a bit after that entrance, and so Quinn will help her move if need be. And you guys also see that you have also a little stowaway with Kira.
What? Oh, yeah.
You brought your kitten.
She will not leave me after everything we've been through.
Because she missed you.
Hope you guys don't mind.
I don't. Is Trillis you might want to make sure that he doesn't mind about, because his pet.
Don't worry, the cat won't go next to the lizard.
Gonna ask this question.
If anything, I'm sure Asling will keep your parents company.
I'm sure he will. But let's catch back up with the group so we can try to get hide or tail on where we are.
And out of character to ask this, that's survival check, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yay.
Get that in just a second.
Not a 12, not a 20, and it's not a 1, so you're good.
I know, that's why I said
and-
yay, because it wasn't a low roll like I've been getting.
Yep.
Alright, just give me a second.
Yep. So.
You're just making sure it's normal. Okay.
Yep. It doesn't take you guys long to realize that you are in an underground cavern. And Holimir, can you actually make a survival check as well? With advantage.